All right, yo. Welcome back again, man. Episode 5, and man, finally we got Chacha in the house.
Yes,
What's up,
sir. We got a
everybody?
Everybody,
special guest, bro.
What's up, everybody? How you feeling?
yeah, all the way from what is it, Cleveland?
Cleveland,
Cleveland,
Ohio.
Ohio.
Yeah,
Cleveland,
Cleveland,
Ohio.
Ohio. Wait,
Yeah.
are you back at the uni?
Yeah, because last week I was at my aunt's for my cousin's graduation, and then I came back on campus because I have a job up here, so I came here to
That's
visit
Mm,
my
cool.
yeah.
Do you still live on
mm,
campus?
Well, technically, it's on campus because the building that I'm living in currently is the lease that I have right now. When I got the lease, the campus had not yet bought it, but now my university has bought the building. So starting next
All right.
semester,
Okay.
my rent I'll be paying straight to the school with my tuition.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
oh, yeah, man. Chacha in the building, man. It's been an amazing journey. Seeing what you guys been doing with your podcast, by the way, it's
Appreciate it,
Honestly,
appreciate it,
amazing.
bro.
It's
Appreciate
amazing.
it.
It's amazing.
check out CT
Yeah,
podcast. By the way, they're
yeah.
doing really
Well,
good stuff.
ila Chacha in Tanzania, jamani, msione mtu, like
Yeah,
people
Mm,
might think,
actually,
people
yeah. Me
might
both.
forget about that. Sisi wote hapa Bongo,
born
Kali
and raised.
Kusini. Yeah, man. Episode 5, we kind of thought about it. We might not talk about relationships. There's a lot to talk about, by the way.
Oh
Mama
yeah.
mengi care.
Oh
You've been
yeah.
going through a lot of things, man.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm
Oh yeah.
personally, I don't think we're not that much experts in that, but I believe everybody has a much better experience towards where they are right now, and like that's something to share, Because I don't know about you, Chacha. I want you to hear your take on communication, starting from your friends, going all the way to the relationships that you had. It might be something we can learn from you. You know what I mean?
That's true, actually.
I, I mean, I feel like communication, at least personally, is one of the biggest parts of a relationship. If you can't communicate clearly with
Mm,
somebody, then there's always going to be issues that build up between you guys. So, for example, if you guys say you and your partner,
yeah,
right, and are having a hard time with something or with each other, let's say
yeah,
your wife
yeah,
is coming back from work, she's been having a hard day, a bad day, and then she just comes home and she's mad and she doesn't want
yeah,
to tell you what's going on. The communication will be able to
yeah,
fix that, because if she tells me what's going on, then I can be able to figure out what I can do to be able to to make her day better, to make
yeah.
her feel better.
Well, I got a question. I got a
Yeah.
question right there.
Yeah.
Knew it.
Yo, so like,
Knew it.
so in this hypothetical world that we're living in, where your wife comes in and she's mad at you, what if she's not
Yeah,
trying to talk? How are we going about that? You know what I mean?
I mean, at some point, me not any kunamda, you just like have to like give them space.
yeah,
Yeah,
Come on, take Kongena Mimi, there's nothing I can do. Sisi kakulazimisha Kongena Mimi.
yeah,
definitely,
exactly.
definitely.
Yeah, so like, come on, you want your space, get your space, figure it out. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like yeah, we have to talk about it.
Definitely, especially if you guys are in marriage, like
Yeah.
it's something
Yeah,
like that's for life. And like I believe one of the things that frustrates a man is like not knowing,
Mm,
even though like you don't necessarily want to, I mean, have to help, but at least you gotta know. It's sad when you just don't know, and now you feel like left out. And
yeah.
personally, okay, maybe she might find refuge to talk to different people or friends and stuff about what she's going through. But at least if you hear it first, the priority aspect of it makes you feel better, even though you don't have to help or something. But I just at least you just kind of know.
yeah. A lot of people also talk about like relationships being like your friends first, right? So
Mm,
Mm,
like that's what makes them last is that you're friends first, and then you guys can confide in each
yeah,
other and you really trust each other, and that relationship is the foundation of it being like it growing and it becoming a lot better. You guys become better supporting systems for each other. I
mm.
think that's actually a really good point too. But yeah,
definitely. Do you think there's a place where women go wrong?
Chacha, you wanna go ahead?
I
I
believe
think.
I don't I believe that as men, I feel like we always have that inclination to always fix the problem.
Yeah, i've
Same.
had i've had problems with that too. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna have
So we always feel like
like
we need to fix the
yeah,
problem. Whatever the issue is, we always have to find a way to fix it.
yeah,
Yeah,
Sometimes she doesn't need that, or like your partner doesn't need that. Sometimes your partner just needs somebody who's gonna sit there and listen to her, or somebody who's just going to like feel the feelings that your partner is
yeah,
feeling with them.
definitely.
So if we can just sometimes just be willing to just sit there and be in the moment instead of trying to solve the issue, that
yeah,
Yeah.
could be something that can help. Yeah.
yeah. We gotta learn to sympathize. I think that's actually a
Right.
really good point.
Yeah.
No, I was just starting to think like if you reverse that,
Uh
a
huh.
man
Yeah.
comes inside, doesn't want to talk to nobody. you know.
Mm-hmm.
There's always this aspect of wives also, like at times they will try to put you in a box whereby you just have to talk. like I mean, I'm just saying, like I've seen it happen to me and I've seen it happen to people. It's just like we can deal with the fact that, oh, I don't want to talk I don't want to talk right now, and we
Mhm.
might be okay. But with them, if you cannot talk, bro, like there's always some box they'll try to fit you in. But I'm not saying all women though. I mean, it
Yeah.
all depends on
That's interesting though. I get what you're saying.
yeah, like
How do you
and then
think?
it's
How do
just
you think? How do we go about that then? Like, what do you think is the solution, or what do you think? Because I don't want to stick to this whole like, oh, we gotta fix it. But like,
yeah.
how do you think we should go about that?
For me personally, I think it's better off to like know early on. Hey, when you're mad, who are you? Do you need space? Do you need like
Yeah.
that? Kind of tells me like I don't have to keep
Yeah.
guessing. Like you get my
But
point.
you figured that out like as you go along. You can't. I don't think like one of the first questions you're asking someone when you meet them is like, all right, when you're mad, how do you really react?
But at times when it's like lifelong, bro, like we gotta have that conversation.
No, but like that's what I'm saying. Like it'll come in due time. You know what I mean? And
Like
I
how
think
long
you will.
though? How long are you willing to wait to until?
I don't know. Like it will come when you all have an argument. Like let's say, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
or in a situation where she is mad and she doesn't want to talk
yeah.
about it. That would be the situation where you experience it in real time, how she reacts, and then you
Hmm.
learn from there.
Yeah, but I also feel like if you wait until then, sometimes it might not. Sometimes waiting until it happens is not the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
like
So you think we should talk about it too?
Yeah, I feel like
and
it's a
and
good
yeah,
it's a good thing to have a conversation about it. Even though, let's say, for example, she doesn't really know what the exact answer is to the question. It's good that it's something to think about, so that in the
Yeah.
future,
definitely.
let's say she can tell you, when I'm mad, say I feel
Yeah,
like I want you to do this for me, or I want space. And then when
definitely.
she's mad, you can give her that space, or you can do what she asked you. And then eventually,
Yeah,
if she feels
exactly.
like there's something different, at least now she feels like she's open to talk about it. Because the first time she told you, you listened and you acted on what she said.
That's very true. That's very true.
Dropping
I,
dimes, man. God damn. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's so much facts, bro.
yeah.
Ironically speaking, with this whole topic of relationship, like I think about the last time me and Okun ever had any conversation about relationship was 2020 Ila summer when I was with you guys in
Do
Arusha.
you think like you need to communicate with your girl them like on your sexual relationship about
Oh,
things
yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
because I just think that personally, man, we kind of play the guessing game too much to a point where she kind of sometimes lose interest because of a conversation that you guys might have had that could save that time.
yeah. It's good to know, at least, like, know what kind of things she like in bed. If, like,
Yeah,
if she likes to talk dirty, if she doesn't,
yeah,
what kind of, like, the basic things. You don't have to know. You don't have to ask, like, oh, what positions do you like,
yeah,
you don't have to know the nitty gritty, but like it's good to have like an overall. And like, you are like, she likes being choked, she likes being spanked, she likes her hair pulled.
I get
Everything,
what you
yeah,
mean.
yeah.
you can't give everything,
You
everything
can't
on
you
the
can't
table.
you,
Different.
you can't go in like empty handed. Like I mean,
Yeah,
obviously you
exactly.
have
Yeah,
like you gotta know what you're getting
you're
you're
walking
going
into,
into.
yeah.
But hey, listen, let's say for a girl just like kind of met and just it's like a one night stand or something. You have no time to ask all that.
One night stand is crazy. That one you just rely on what you know, dog.
Yeah, that one, you just do,
Experience.
like, yeah, experience. You just have experience.
No, you just rely on what you know. If it works and you guys like end up having more links, is when you can have that conversation.
Yeah.
But if it's a one night
Yeah,
stand,
If the one I say, like my guy,
definitely,
right? My friend that I
definitely.
do the podcast with, Vic.
yeah,
Usually, like this is what he usually tells me. Like, when we're
Yeah,
doing one
yeah.
night stand, you give the girl Jar Smith performance. It's not terrible, but
it works.
he's giving me 10 points. Two assists.
Yeah,
60 pounds.
yeah.
It's good.
It's still like it's still
That's what I'm
necessary. It's
saying.
still
That's what I'm
important.
saying.
That's such a good reference. Oh my god, that's actually so
So now when
performances.
you're going to like a girl that like you're interested to, that's when you like take it up a bit. Then you
Mm.
give her like a good like solid role player. You give her like a Aaron Gordon, or like a who's this role, like a Rui Hachimura, type.
Tomorrow with eight from the field, bro. Come on,
I'm telling
that
you.
one game you missed the shot. Oh my god, you go off.
uh,
That's
That
so
was
much
just
facts, man. That's
crazy.
facts, bro.
Do you think like your communication like changed throughout as you grew, which is true, but like how specifically? I personally, I could start myself. I think something that I think most of us struggle with is growing up is just being able to listen and sometimes just letting it go, not trying to do something. If a girl lets you know about something she's trying to communicate with you, when you listen, most of the times it to kind of like tell you what she likes a lot and what that she doesn't like. And just gotta be mature to be able to pick that up and
Mhm.
now know how can you balance yourself with what you also like and what she likes, that you guys can meet at a point whereby it's much more beneficial to both of you. So to
Yeah.
me, that's what I've evolved to. Probably maybe she'll tell me like, hey, yo, listen to this, do this, you know. As a man, I'm like, why should I do that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in reality, it's just like, hey, I like that. That's what I value most. And now when you understand that, it's much more easier to communicate in a way that you really listen. And now appreciation of one side and like listening to the other makes the relationship much more healthier to my side.
Yeah, honestly, I think that's a good point too. I think a lot of people like have really struggled with just actively listening because this
Yeah.
listening, like,
Yeah.
because you can have a conversation with someone and you're listening, but like actively listening is like you really just have to like kind of take time to like practice it and know how to apply it in relationships because that one really separates you from like just from being just a random bum nigga to like someone who's actually like you increase your self
Sometimes
value in a way,
Yeah.
which I
it's,
don't
it's,
want to say shit like that, but like it's true.
some girls be like in relationships and the nigga is always too repulsive and everything. And you guys get
Exactly.
this one nigga, random nigga, bum nigga who can just listen. Girl,
Yeah.
she told you that, like, and then slowly before you know it, I mean, that guy kind of gets the whole pack.
Exactly.
That's how we end up seeing like those guys that people would think like, how did this guy end up with this girl?
Exactly.
Like,
That's the difference between a guy that listens and a guy that hears. Oh, mtu anasikiliza. Like you know.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
That's what I'm
Okay,
saying.
okay, Chacha. All right, Chacha. I see you. I see. Chacha came in putting in LeBron numbers, bro. Came in with LeBron stats today. All right. All right.
That's how you have like a girl will tell you, oh, I like something, or like maybe she like out of nowhere she shows you a post on Instagram. She said, "Oh, this is nice. What do you think about it?"
yeah,
You know,
definitely.
someone that's not paying attention will just be like, "Oh yeah, that's cool." Somebody else will look at it and figure out what it is. And then eventually maybe let's say if your girl likes gifts,
Yeah, definitely. Get her
and you like
that.
gift giving, you get her something like that, or you like
Right,
you treat her to something
definitely.
like that. Yeah.
Personally, bro, like throughout my life, there's a point where I was so repulsive to anything girl them will tell me because of
Mm,
I just got hurt, and now mental block kind of comes in, and I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna follow your way either or. You get my point?
yeah,
And then
yeah.
you slowly learn that that's not the way to go about things, and not the way to like have a healthier relationship. Even like in my workplace, it's amazing how you'll enjoy to have someone who can listen.
So yeah, regarding the topic of like communication and jealousy, right? So
Yeah,
what
yeah, yeah.
what it is or what I think is right. I feel like jealousy is the root of bad communication because, Confano, you see your partner with talking to somebody else, somebody, let's say another
Mm,
guy. How
mm,
will you do? Well, let's say you don't know what's the relationship between this your girl and this person is. You just get
yeah.
if you don't communicate with your girl, you don't ask her and find out what's going on. Jealousy is the first
Mm.
thing that hits you because you're like, why is she talking to this guy? You know?
But why would you
Also,
get jealous straight away?
also, wait, hold on,
Uh
Kwasa.
huh.
Because I think this is gonna be so good. I think this conversation is gonna be so good. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hold on a
Uh-huh.
minute. Growing up, I knew Chacha through some. I mean, he come to my program, akaniletea watu kidogo na hapa na pale. Sasa sijui kuna marafiki zake ambao wako nao pale.
Mm.
Chacha kidogo pale, yani ndo Chacha, everything Chacha. Umeelewa?
Uh,
As a man, kama hujamuelewa Chacha, unaweza kufikiri Chacha ani hapa ameshapitia wote. Umeelewa?
Facts. Oh my god, yeah, that's great. That's facts. Let me tell you something. 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 One time when I came
Watu.
to Dora in 2020, right? And
Uh-huh.
like I was meeting Chacha, and then Chacha invited me to the grad, and like
Yeah,
just seeing Chacha interact with everyone, I was like,
I'm
Chacha,
telling you. I'm telling
Chacha's
you.
different. I was like, Chacha's different.
Do you think me as a person, see niggas this way, Chacha? Chacha, I'm a bit worried, you know what I'm saying? And you're a good-looking guy. Of course, you are. You know,
Exactly,
you're
exactly,
big.
exactly. Eh, someone you meet someone exactly. Someone who's insecure and anapiga hapa
Ah,
hapa kweli hapa sema mbona kani nimeshachukuliwa demo hapa.
Keep us in that situation. Like, I mean, if you're
It's
dealing
like
with a
Chacha.
girl who
Oh,
has a friend like Chacha, because it's scary.
what do you mean, like how I can just like talk to everybody? Is that what you're trying to say? I feel like at least for me, if I met this girl while she was already friends with this guy, and I saw the kind of relationship they had,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too bothered about it unless like they're crossing boundaries and actually like doing shit that goes against like the relationship.
what's crossing boundaries? Because I think it's different for everyone involved,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
Because everyone sets different boundaries.
Yeah. So I feel like the biggest thing is as long as you're not cheating on me, as long as like you guys are not going out, like you guys are making
But what
out.
do you consider cheating? Like this is so vast for
Yeah.
everyone. You know what I mean?
Cheating can go from the fact that you try to talk to somebody else with the intent of like I want to get with
Flirting.
this person. Because I remember somebody had asked me, let's say, what if you catch your girl, flirting with somebody, but they haven't had sex? It's still cheating because
Mhm.
that's she was trying to she was texting the person with the goal of having sex is cheating.
Would you like go for it if she has a lot of niggas around?
She's the girl that hangs out with guys.
Yeah.
That was interesting. Me, I want you to
Yeah.
start with it before I say anything.
Yeah, Phineas, go ahead, Phineas.
Yeah, go ahead, Phineas.
So kwa kweli bana. If she's a girl who hangs a lot with guy friends,
Mhm.
within that situation, she makes me and everybody around know that I'm the man. I'm alright. Problem is when I'm not the priority when she's around those guys' friends.
The thing is, right, I think also in this hypothetical situation that we're talking about, I think it also has to depend on how
Yeah.
the girl's viewing this like friendship. Because I know some girls like to be like in those friends because they like to be the center of attention. Because see, as guys, sometimes we can really provide that like sense of attention someone
that
wants.
attention, yeah.
Yeah.
But me,
So like
I
it
want
has to
that attention
depend
to
as
come to
well.
me now. If I am that, I'm alright. If I'm not, we have a problem, bro.
How are you
Yeah,
going about this?
how are you communicating that?
Na namwambia tupunguze kidogo marafiki kwa sababu unavyoona, kwa sababu again, like I have to voice out how I feel.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god.
That's what nimwambia kwamba it's how I feel when you're around those guys and you don't give them priority. I feel like I'm just like the other niggas, right? I'm your guy, like just make me feel. Women have a way to just say kwamba uni bwana wangu. You get my point? They have a way.
It's like a certain energy.
Yeah, it's like
exactly.
the vibes
And
you give off. Yeah.
and you'll know kwamba hapa now tayari. Well,
Hapo upiti hapa, hapo upiti hapa. Hapo upiti.
And clearly, among 5 guys, there's that one who just has the intention to just smash.
That's
that.
right.
Oh, that brings me to my next question. I have a question.
There's always that one guy. There's always. Yani haiwezekani kwamba ni marafiki zako wote, yani you're just friends.
Exactly.
Now that's what I want to ask. Do you think guys and girls can be friends without the intent of fucking?
Yes.
Do you think that can exist?
I have female friends who were purely platonic. For example, me and we're purely friends.
This is what I think. You come to a point whereby I don't think your girl will like it.
I've already told my friend, right, that when I get into a relationship,
Yeah,
all of this is gonna we're gonna cut it down.
That's fair.
Oh.
That's
I've
fair.
already established it like long ago.
Let's come down to a conclusion. So, like, how would we build trust through this world of social media and all the stuff and everything happening?
All of these things like fall down into communication. You just gotta talk to your partner, set boundaries for each other that make sense for both of you, and work with that. Because obviously, once you put it down, that doesn't mean it's gonna be perfect.
Yeah, and then another thing is, it's also a leap of faith, because like you could do all of these things, communicate, set your boundaries, but then the person might not just feel it.
But that's the thing. You accept it. I got it. I got the reference to. Took me a while, but I got it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got it, and it's crazy when you even hear something like that, because you're like, come on, bro. Like this is the reason.
Do you guys believe in that, or you attract who you are?
You attract who you are.
Not who you are, but like there's a specific way you put yourself to attract who you want.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
The person that you attract comes to you based on like how you present yourself to the world.
Coming to our last point, love languages, man.
What's your love language, Phineas?
I came to realize physical touch is up there. I'm not gonna lie.
Of course it is.
Okay, sorry. I think almost 90% of guys, bro. I don't even gonna lie to you. 90% of guys physical touch is up there. It has to be. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Quality time.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think quality time is something that I really do value. Especially like just some long time doing something just small but meaningful. And last thing can be words of affirmation, but nowadays I'm slowly growing out of them. Like
Oh my
quality
god,
time.
dating a girl who like likes to give gifts is
It's
bro, it's
beautiful.
such an it's so nice, bro.
But like
It's
until
so
I find
nice.
one, I don't know how it feels. No, actually, no,
Such
no,
a
no,
such a
no.
liar.
No, no, no. I'm
Such a
trolling. No, I'm
liar.
trolling. I'm trolling. I'm
This is
trolling.
like I knew she was like
No, like I didn't think about it because like I dated a girl that like she loved like spoiling me. But my thing is
I think
like
it's so nice.
this for me like my love languages are quality time, gift giving, and physical touch. Like those are like my 1, 2, and 3. If you're my girl, I'm buying gifts. Like I'm giving you money. I'm giving you shit. Like I'm spoiling you. So like when it's reversed the other way around, it also feels like it feels nice.
I'm starting to think about remember gift season.
I'm telling you, bro.
No matter what I try, guys.
I was telling you, when you're natural,
Yeah, put out to natural, bro.
natural.
Oops. I'm just messing with you guys. Yeah, I mean, I think. Do you guys have anything to say before we close up? Wow.
First of all, appreciate Chacha coming out, man.
It's all love, bro. It's all love.
Yeah, appreciate you coming out. Make sure you definitely check out the CT podcast. I know I said that, but they're doing really good stuff, man.
Appreciate you.
Definitely.
Our idols for real. These are people we look up to.
For y'all supporting us, appreciate y'all. Santa Sana, from Kamloops to Cleveland to Dar es Salaam, Bahrain, to Pepo no Pavuma. No, but
Hatuna upepo huku, bro.